Pulse. Well, that was a view coming in from Sanjay, the Director of Quantum Securities. Now, as the winter session kickstart today, the Indian government is, of course, reconvening for the winter session today. That is expected to be a stormy affair, with opposition parties set against the government's plans for changes. Bloomberg's Rosalind Chin reports.
This is just the latest protest against India's government this year, called by the opposition BJP on the eve of the winter session.
This is a corrupt government. Inflation has increased under this government. This government has stopped the future development of the country. This government has destroyed the villagers, the poor, the farmers, the workers. This government has broken all records of corruption.
They're protesting the decision to allow foreign supermarket chains to hold majority stakes in retail outlets, a move the government's opponents say will hurt the nation's millions of mom-and-pop shops. It's just part of Manmohan Singh's raft of reform plans. This session, there are 25 bills to be bashed out, including plans to liberalise the insurance and pension industry. Support from his party's 10-member ruling coalition will be vital to push these through, or risk extending 24 months of policy paralysis that have contributed to growth slowing to a near 3-year low.
I think if we're to grow at 8 or 9%, India's going to run a current account deficit, close to 3 or 3.5% of GDP. And FDI is the most stable source of funding that deficit. 3 years ago, FDI would finance half our current account deficit. Over the last few years, it's been financing a quarter. And that's why the rupee has come under such great pressure, because we're now reliant on far more volatile flows of capital to finance the current account deficit.
The rupee fell to an all-time low in June, and it's still relatively weak. Chinoy also warns if the winter session isn't constructive, the perception that reforms can't be agreed will have a significant impact on markets and currencies. Rosalind Chin, Bloomberg, Hong Kong.